Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is day 27 of our 31 days of Halloween, doing October Daily MemoryDex style. Now, a couple of people have asked if I'm going to do this in December. The answer is probably not, at least not on this large of a scope, but I have been invited to take part in 12 Days of Christmas, and I will keep you posted on that one. So for today, let's talk about what I am playing with. I started out with an idea to use this stamp set, Spooktacular Bash from Stampin' Up. It is a retired set. Keep in mind, if you see something that is retired that I used and you like, do a search on eBay or Etsy, and you just may find the set that you're looking for. Now, this coordinated with one of our papers, Spooktacular, but I chose to use the brick pattern from Halloween Night for this one. So let me show you where we're at. I also chose this die set, which is also, retired. It's called Detailed Bands. And I use this one here and this one here. And I've started putting this together so that, because I was gone all day yesterday. So I wanted to show you. This is that delicate frame that is on there. And then I punched this out with the other dies, and it will sit right on top of there, just like that. They are made to mix and match. Now, I also thought we needed a little bit of color here, so I brought in this green sparkle to help pull out the green in the frog and the green in the bottles. Now, I stamped this bottle set in Memento Tuxedo Black. Then I colored in the backgrounds with alcohol markers and then some of the images with alcohol markers. And before I edge this, the other thing I want to do is I have these brads. I can't remember where they're from, but they're black mini rounds. I think I got these from Spectrum Art Creations because they were sitting on my desk and not in my scrap rack. So I'm torn between whether I'm going to use a brad in each corner. And I think we'll try that. I can always change my mind before I glue it down. And I pre-punched my holes. Need to be a little bit bigger apparently. In each of the corners because I wanted to add a hard element. I try to add a hard element to everything that I do in some form. Ouch, that was my finger. And I've also added a little red dot to the back of our spider. My brain just instantly goes to the Black Widows when I'm thinking spiders for Halloween. And so I'm pushing those through the back, spreading the wings, and I'm pushing them down really good so they'll flatten up. Even though I am going to put this one on here in using the black dimensionals. I just want to make sure that those hard elements are really pushed down good. And I position them so that the wings are completely behind my project. And if for some reason you can't position brads to where the prongs are completely hidden, bend them down where you need them to go, and then you can come back with a pair of wire cutters, just a little jewelry clamp that you see me use for my buttons shanks, and clip off the ends. Just make sure you're over a trash can and that you are wearing some kind of protective eyewear because they do fly. Okay, now that I have those in place, I can come back and I can edge this with my black soot from Tim Holtz. And I gotta say, I've been using the heck out of this pad and it's still going strong. I need to see if I have a re-inker for this. I think I have this in the bag too, but I always go to the small one. Now before I glue that on, I know I've got a little bit of overhang here. And I'm not going to be too worried about it because I don't want to disturb that where I wrap that around. But I do want to take it off the bottom. Okay. So that'll work with that. Now I can come back with my black soot and I can edge this. Another tip is when you're doing these, if you're doing these with the number tabs like I have been, when you're starting to put things together, set your number tab up there in place. You don't have to glue it into place, but just set it where it's going to go. And that will help you determine what room you have to add other stuff and what you need to add for balance. Now, when I set this one up here, I knew that I need to bring black down here, so I brought in that black sticky lace for that one. Now let's get to our black dimensionals. So you kind of lay stuff in place and audition it, and that will help you figure out what you might still need. Full moon today, so I have full moon ritual tonight, and I also am going to start my tarot journal tonight and do a full moon spread in Scorpio, which is what we are in, is in the month, in the Sagittarius, not Aquarius, we're in the sign of Scorpio, so the layout and what I'm going to be requesting info for will vary depending on the sign that we're in. Okay, so I'm going to lay there just like that, and now I can come back with my glue. Now, this was not inspired by anything that I saw on Pinterest. It was inspired by my stamp sets and my dies. I just wanted to play today. So there we go. There is our day 27 of our 31 days of Halloween, doing October Daily MemoryDex style. And we've got a little potion jars going. Now, we only have 4 days left. I'm so excited. I do know there is going to be a raven themed, and I do know that there is going to be a coffee, pumpkin spice, latte, chai kind of theme. So stay tuned for those two. Oh, and we have one more shaker coming up, and that is going to be on that's going to be tomorrow, the 28th. So make sure you come back for those. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss anything, because we're just having way too much fun here. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Creative blessings.